What's up, guys? Gonna carry on this vlog today and get out a big old elk backstrap from one of this year's kills and do a little butchering job at home. Show you guys how I like to clean, package a big old elk backstrap. These things are big. For anybody who has not hunted an elk or have seen an elk backstrap in person, one single backstrap off an elk is a ton of meat. So this has been hanging in a tree up in the high country and took a ride home in the Yeti, and it has been cold ever since the moment we skinned this dang thing. So I took the other one to the butcher, decided to have them take care of it, package it up, but I wanted to save this one to clean it up, butcher it up myself, and actually package it for some friends of mine. So I'm just gonna do this right here in my kitchen, show you what I'm using. Can't even get the name off this thing. This is a fillet knife that was basically in the fishing section at Sportsman's Warehouse a long time ago. I'll bet somebody has the same one. It comes with this leather sheath. I still have the dang sheath. But I'm gonna sharpen it up on this electric sharpener. I actually just did most of it. I hit it with this side, now I'm gonna hit it with the fine side just to get this sharp. The key to butchering, which, guys, this is just my opinion, I am not a professional butcher, but you need some sharp knives. No professional here, but this is pretty simple to use for anybody who just wants to do it at home. Like I said, I've hit the coarse side. I'm just gonna hit this a couple times on each side. Like so. Probably one thing I should get really good at is sharpening my own knives with like the old style. I'm sure there's somebody watching this that can give me some tips. Let me know in the comment section. It's just something I've never been taught, it's something I've never really looked into, and something I've never cared to learn much about, but I know I should. So just to get some of those flakes off of there, I'm gonna be butchering this later tonight. I'm just gonna cut it up into big old chunks, throw it in a bowl, and put it in the fridge just so it's nice and cold. I'll probably cut it into thirds for now. That silver skin is strong. So that's a big old chunk. Cut this piece in half. Look at that meat though. Is that beautiful or what? Fresh, never frozen elk backstrap. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna cut this up later. I'll make sure to film it, but this is going in the fridge for now. This stuff on the outside, for those of you that may not hunt or seen much meat like this in person, it's really just kind of crusty and dry because the wind was hitting it when it was hanging on the tree. I'll just shave that off, fillet it off real quick when I clean it. So I'll show you guys that later. There's not much time left, but I'm gonna try to take advantage of the rest of daylight. 6:30 p.m. here in Salt Lake, and it is definitely fall, guys. Summer, long summer days are over. It almost seems like, where the heck did it go? And looking back, since mid-August, I've been on the go hunting. The last little bit of summer has slipped away, but I absolutely love what I do for work, if you can call it that. Get to go hunt, spend time with buddies, loved ones, and do exactly what I have always wanted to do, and which is make hunting videos. YouTube and social media has given us a platform to do that for a living, and of course I always want to say thank you to you guys for watching, which brings me to the most recent little mini series on the Hushin YouTube page, which is our best season yet 2.0, was my Idaho archery elk hunt. If you guys have not seen it, I would highly recommend going and watch that from start to finish. It's only a 4-day series, but in 4 days it's action-packed with a lot of close calls, and I got a bull. So if you have seen it, you will understand this next little section. I want to talk about some of the comments that are in the threads. I want to talk about, you know, transparency on our channel and showing hunting videos that honestly represent what hunting really is and what hunting can be sometimes. That's what I believe anyways, which is it's not always perfect. The word I use is it's not always Hollywood. All right, and with all that said, I'm gonna go to the car wash, and what I want to do is actually pick up and read some of the comments that were left on my Idaho series, because like I said, before we even post it, it's like I know this is gonna get a ton of hate, but honestly, and what I appreciate about our viewers is most people are relatable, and they have also had experiences like the ones that we share. And when I read that in their comments, that they appreciate that we show that, it means a lot to me. And we got the truck cleaned up and the big old Yeti cooler washed up just at the local pressure washer. I'm gonna go inside Smith's and grab some veggies. Tonight we're gonna have tenderloins while we cut up that elk backstrap. So I'll clean up a tenderloin and have meat and veggies. But yeah, look at this thing. Looking clean. The 2001, no, this is the 2000 Chevy Silverado. I know I mentioned this recently, but my other truck is getting a little bit of a transformation. I'm excited to share it with you guys. I haven't even seen the dang thing, but I'll make sure to vlog it when I go pick it up. Davey and the team at Power Cold Performance are working on it for me, so I appreciate those guys. That's why I'm cutting up that backstrap. It's for them. Here's my grocery haul. We got Brussels sprouts, need some greens in my life, bananas for my favorite protein shake, onion, 1 sweet potato, and of course some bacon. So I'm gonna cook up elk tenderloin. I'm gonna get that started, and then we're gonna go ahead and clean these back straps right here. So let's get that big old beast out. Whew. It's a lot of meat, I'm telling you guys. The one elk back strap is a lot of great steak meat. I got some bacon going already in the pan. I'm gonna chop up some onion and some sweet potato, little chop chip, and we'll be on our way with a little elk dinner. Now we got the tenderloin. I'm no expert at the tenderloin. I just basically try to do my best to clean off all the silver skin and the connective tissues and any dirty meat. So let me show you what I'm gonna do with this. Is obviously it's got this silver skin. I'm gonna take the fillet knife, start underneath it, work my way back, and get that to where I should be able to peel it right up and have it separate from the good stuff. Decided to make a fresh cut on the edge to give me a fresh clean start, so that's what it looks like. You got that silver skin under here. So to start it, I see people use this method on fish. You kind of got to cut down into it and give yourself something for your finger to hold tight. So I like to get it to the edge of the cutting board. I wish this didn't have this little divot in this cutting board, but flatten that out. You're actually going to want to cut down towards the silver skin instead of up towards the meat. Let's see how good we did. Ooh. Nice and clean. Okay, now I got a nice clean piece of tenderloin. I'm gonna do like, I don't know, little medallions, kind of thick. Look how clean and awesome that meat is. This is why I love wild game. It's just so lean. I prefer to eat it over beef. Update: bacon, onions, sweet potato, Brussels sprouts. And just a disclaimer, guys, I don't always cook food in the same pan because I think that's the way it should be presented. I don't think those flavors are necessarily like the best together. I cook in the least amount of dishes I make because I have to hand wash them. I don't have a dishwasher. So that's why they're in there cooking together. Probably like medium to low heat. I've got my tenderloins cubed out to medallions with some salt, pepper, a touch of garlic, and a touch of red pepper, like red pepper powder. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean the back straps, and this is, I'm asking you guys for advice. So here's the back strap, all right, but it's also divided into a little bit of meat that is very easily separated. Typically I separate it myself and trim that as its own and treat this section as the true backstrap. Any butchers out there, what exactly is that, and do you keep it on? Because I don't want to eat all this stuff. I don't want to eat that. I want to chew on it. I think it tastes bad. I think it's chewy. So I actually remove that whole section off of there, and that right there is the backstrap. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, here's that backstrap, guys. This is the section of the meat that is up against the bone. This is the top right down the spine. This would be the spine side, I believe. This is the rib cage side. So I am going to separate the two pieces. I like to follow the natural lines of meat. Again, I'm not a trained butcher. I've just kind of learned this through trial and error and watching others. So I like to peel this stuff off and get it out of there. See how that naturally just wants to peel right off of there? That's what I do. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good chunk of meat. It's not that I'm going to throw that out, but I'm going to separate it off the back strap and clean it. And most likely use it for little tiny steaks if I can. So, like that, right? You got the back strap there. Now you got this big old chunk of meat that you could probably peel some of this off, fillet that off, and have some of that nice cuts right there. I'm going to clean the top side off and then fillet that big old silver skin off. And this stuff, I try to just shave it off clean as possible. That's why you want a good sharp knife. This one's still doing alright. The idea is to not cut into the meat, it's to cut towards the dry part and literally just let the knife just kind of break that dry stuff free of the good stuff. So that's a nice little pull right there. Check that out. Fresh meat, literally jerky, dry meat. I mean, there's not much waste there. But honestly, I have a friend who feeds it to his dog, so I still save it. I take my time. I like to save as much meat as I can. There's probably people that are way faster at this than me. Okay, check this out. I got the back strap cleaned on top. You can still see some dark spots. I could trim those off, but for now I'm just gonna leave them. The next step is to get the silver skin off the bottom, that big old beast. I feel like I've gotten pretty dang good at it. But first, we're gonna finish dinner. Those are looking pretty good. And now it's time to cook these. And we're gonna throw them on a Camp Chef cast iron skillet. All right, let's see what's up. Woohoo! I'm gonna fill this pan up. All right, it definitely doesn't take long to cook these. I always like to let them settle for a couple minutes on the plate anyways. Dinner is served. Tenderloins and healthy veggies. Here is the finished plate, guys. Does that look delicious or what? Let's sit down and enjoy this. Let's see what this is all about. Always on Instagram. Guys, go follow me at Eric_Chesser. Thank you. Alright, let's try this dang thing. Like so. I'd say medium. Maybe even medium rare, just a little bit, which is great on an elk tenderloin. You don't want to overcook it. You don't want to kill the elk twice, gotta say. Great meat. My favorite. It's crazy how many people reach out to me and say they'll buy some of my meat. That is not legal. I cannot do it. Alright, I'm gonna eat this, enjoy it. While it's hot and fresh. I just crushed that dinner. It was so good. I've been living on so much junk food and snack food and gas station food, all the traveling I do. So I'm gonna get back to this and show you how I cut the tenderloin and clean the bottom silver skin. Important part, sharp knife. So I hit it again, made sure it was really sharp, and now we're gonna get it started. Now I wish this cutting board did not have an edge, because I prefer to bring it right to the edge. But because it doesn't, I'm gonna have to work on it in the middle of the cutting board. So you just kind of need to get it started like I did before. You don't want to waste a ton of meat, but just get that blade under there. And right there, give you something to use your fingers on. Set So you can either, like a fish, you can kind of tighten that. Alright, I feel like I've done better, but it's not a horrible job. Had a couple spots right there where I couldn't tell if I was cutting into the silver skin membrane thing or not, but it turned out all right. I'm pretty happy. Backstrap is nice and clean. I love it. Hey, what's up guys? I'm back here on the vlog with Casey. Casey's becoming a popular face on this channel because he's doing all my European taxidermy work and all the work that I've done on a variety of skulls that I've had before, current, and now the newest one, which is from New Mexico. Haven't shown anybody this yet, by the way. This has not appeared on YouTube at all anywhere. But this is the bull I just shot in New Mexico, hunting with Jordan HARBERTSON for mountain. Battery died on me. Okay, so we're back out here showing you the bull I just got in Mexico. So yeah, again, hunting with Jordan HARBERTSON and Mountain Ops. Shed Crazy had a tag, and Dallas Haymeyer was the photographer and videographer, and then our buddy Dreo, the local legend, he was the one who got horses ready for us and set us up with the tags. So Casey's gonna take this one, boil it out. And this is something I decided on the mountain. Can you hold that just kind of right there? Is this stick, I actually started with a different one, but it broke halfway through. So this stick, to me, is part of the hunt. It really represents the big old beast of a pack out that we had on it. And then it rode on the horses just like so. So I'm actually gonna have Casey do all the skull work. I'm gonna boil it out, but not bleach it out. Just gonna let him leave it more of a natural look. It's kind of been my thing lately, and I am leaving that stick in there. Well, this turned out to be the biggest bull that we saw while we were hunting New Mexico. We were up past 11,000 feet hunting the high country, and it turned out to be a post-rut elk hunt. Not one bugle, not any of the bulls that we saw up in the high country were with cows. So really nice 6x6 busted main beam. And clearly a busted main beam on this side. But one thing I love about this bull is those royals. They really tilt in, especially this right one. And he's got pretty dang good max too. Just a nice 6x6. I think from what I heard, it sounded like a lot of people were struggling on the hunt. And a lot of people that Dreo knew did not get a bull. So I feel pretty lucky to get one. The guys at Mountain Ops are actually going to make a movie night out of this. And we're going to have a movie on the entire hunt in February during the Hunt Expo. Hush is doing a movie night as well on Wednesday, and this will either be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, so save the date. But yeah, Casey is working on a whole bunch of skulls for me. He's got my locked mule deer bucks that I'm going to show you guys as soon as he's done, my velvet mule deer, and now my elk. So thank you, Casey. If you guys are in the Salt Lake area, hit this guy up for European mounts, taxidermy stuff. It's whiteout skulls. Yep. Whiteout skulls. Go check him out. I wanted to show you guys this beast. It's got the scratch and sniff. Oh yeah. Fresh pine trees from New Mexico. Looks like a magpie decided to come sit on the antler tips and take a dump on the nose. So hopefully that will come off. Anyways, I'm going to leave this with Casey now, and I'll probably roll into the very end of the vlog here where I just read some of the comments from my Idaho elk hunt. So we'll do that next once Casey gets out of here. So, see you, Case. He's out. Here we go. Alright guys, like I mentioned, I wanted to take a minute at the end of this vlog to go over and talk about some of the comments I got on my recent video, my archery elk hunt in Idaho. Now, if you have not seen it, guys, go to the Hushin YouTube channel. We are uploading what we're calling the best season yet 2.0, which is every single hunt through our fall season, beginning to end. You guys get to watch the entire thing. So recently my Idaho archery elk hunt went up. It was a 4-day video series, and had a ton of action. Honestly, it was the most action I've had packed into 4 days. So first off, just want to say thanks to anybody who watched it. So if you didn't get to see it, I just want to let you know that I was able to harvest an elk with my bow in Idaho, but it took some time and effort and a handful of shots to put him down and finish the job. So I was able to sneak in on a bull 35 yards, had him raking. All I could see was the top of his back, and when his head was down raking, I would advance, and I was just trying to clear the last couple branches on this dead cedar tree, and he winded me. And if you watch the video, he just whirled up, nose in the air, nostrils wide open, and he ran. That's when I came out, ranged where I thought he would stop, which he did. I got a shot at him going uphill, quartering away slightly, and I hit him high in the shoulder blade. So super bummed. I knew it wasn't going to kill him. The shoulder blade is just the no zone, especially on a big bull elk, and I've been through that before. So what we did is we watched him. I watched him go into some cedar trees, and I was able to get a second shot in him, and perfect right to left, just a little low. Now I'm telling you guys, both of those shots are literally inches away from just smoking that thing. And that's what I always say with archery. It is a game of inches. If you were to split those two shots about 6 inches, halfway in between, that bull is dead right away. But unfortunately, it doesn't always happen that way. And that's what I've learned through guiding, hunting myself, and hunting with friends. Is sometimes it's just not Hollywood. That's what I call it. It's not always perfect. So I wanted to go over some of the comments I got from maybe some of you guys and people that have watched it on YouTube. I'm going to start with some of the direct messages I got from Instagram. All right, here's the first one. I'll just read it. It says, I just wanted to reach out and say that I'm very impressed with you. This year's Idaho hunt was a great job. I give you a ton of credit for putting that out there. I'm sure some people are slamming you, but as a hunter, we've all been there. I know how much it sucks. I had a similar situation this year, and it's heartbreaker. I didn't find my bull until he was spoiled, which really sucked. Good for you for sticking on him. Congrats. It's really cool reading these because I feel like so many people can relate, and just like I said in the video, that's exactly why I want to share it. That's exactly why at Hush, on all our videos, we share that kind of stuff because it's relatable. That's like the best compliment when people are like, hey, I love your guys' channel because it's so relatable. So it's always good to get that compliment. It's one of my favorites. Here's another message. Hey man, I don't know if you'll ever get this, but that Idaho archery bull video was amazing. I'm not the kind of guy to give empty praises, but I need to thank you for that video. I have a lot of anti-hunter friends who just can't make the connection between loving an animal and wanting to kill it. We pay an emotional price to partake in nature, and your video is the most representative video I have ever seen that shows that. Truly one of your greatest videos of our generation. That was some crappy luck, man. But you honored yourself in that bull, and I have a lot of respect for you. Good luck on the next one. Another great one. And I went through my DMs on Instagram, and I literally replied to almost every one of these, as many as I could. So here's another one. It says, hey man, watch your videos in the gym on a stair climber in between hunting seasons. Cool. Just finished your series on that bull you hit a few times and ended up shooting it in his bed. You're the real deal, man. No bull crap, no Hollywood. My best friend and I have been running around together since we were 6, and you remind us of us. We live and shoot year-round for September elk. We just love hunting and can tell you do too. Good luck with the rest of your tags. Thanks for keeping it real. That's the real highs and lows of archery hunting, especially elk. I would agree, man. When he says especially elk, it's because these things are humongous. They are way bigger than deer. They can survive a hit with an arrow or even a rifle that a deer, a white-tailed deer, mule deer might not be able to. So thank you for that message. Hopefully some of you guys are watching this actually sent these. The next one is, I can't say I know how you were feeling with that elk because I've never been in the situation, but what I can say is that if I'm put into that position, I can only pray I deal with it as much grace and dedication as you did, sir. As long as Hushin exists, I will always be an avid supporter of you guys. My hat is off to you. So again, Thanks for the DM, guys. They go on and on and on. I've got so many screenshots of some great ones I wanted to share. But basically, a lot of people are saying the same thing. Hey, I know you're going to get a lot of negativity from this, and for that, they respect me for putting the video out. Here's the deal, guys. Just like some of these people say in their messages, we can simply and so easily edit out bad things to make us look like we're 100% perfect shooters, always one-time kills, like make us look Hollywood. That's kind of my new phrase, is it's not always Hollywood out there. And sadly, I've heard that. I've heard people be worried about that with TV shows where they have to edit out a lot of stuff, or individuals who don't want to put it out to ruin their reputation. So guys, I'm used to taking a lot of crap on the internet. It started years ago when I first got a computer and started sharing my pictures and stories on hunting forums. I'm sure you guys know the hunting chat forums are the popular thing. And ever since I was young, I started sharing my photos because it was really my way to contribute to the hunting community, entertain, and you know, maybe try to educate someone on shed hunting or hunting. And I'll tell you what, man, people on the internet are ruthless. Like I said, I'm used to it. It doesn't affect me. I can pretty much, it's so predictable. I know exactly what's going to be said when I put out something that might get some negativity. It's pretty easy to call out. Now moving on to YouTube, guys, I'm going to read the #1 video with the most likes. Says the most important thing is you stayed with it. That they can't all be perfect. Thanks for showing the tough hunt. Very emotional to watch. 138 thumbs up and no thumbs down. So I was gonna get on here honestly to tell you guys about the negative ones, and I cannot find them. I know they're in here. There's like 600 comments, but a lot of people are just saying congratulations, good job, thanks for staying on them and finishing what you started. So I want to know from you guys, man, am I just crazy, or do most hunters understand the fact that it's not always perfect? Sometimes you make a bad shot, and if you do, you just do your best to get out there and either finish the job or try the hardest you can to prove that maybe that animal is going to be all right. One more thing I wanted to mention is a lot of people that I've told the story to in person, the first thing they do is like, oh man, yeah, I've had a hunt like that, or you know, whether it was a friend or family or themselves, they're like, oh, I can totally relate. And like 7 out of 10 times it's rifle hunting. And they're like, oh yeah, we had this rodeo, so-and-so shot the bull, we had to, you know, put a couple more in him. And I'll just tell you what, those things are so tough. And usually with a rifle, because of the impact and everything, you are more likely to get a second opportunity on an elk that's hit bad with a rifle. Typically with a bow, when you either just hit one bad, hit one in the shoulder blade like I did, usually you don't get a second chance. And that's because you have to be so close, you have to be so sneaky, they're on edge, and basically you usually don't get close enough for a follow-up shot. Where with the rifle you can, because obviously you can shoot from much further distance. I'm happy that we stuck with it. I'm really glad I got a second chance, even though that second one wasn't perfect. It did help me finish the bull and recover him. Meat was great. It's actually done at the meat locker, so I got to go get that. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys appreciate the transparency across the Hush channel over the years, showing when we wound them, showing when we don't recover them, and when we do? Or, I mean, do people just want to see the Hollywood stuff? Because I'll tell you what, it's pretty easy to edit a lot of that stuff out and just make it look like we're, you know, perfect. We just want to be relatable. We want to show how it happens, and with that, you're going to see a lot of our successes, you're going to see a lot of our failures, and anyways, hopefully somebody can learn something. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know what you guys think, and also please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Looking at my analytics, looks like there's a ton of views that are coming from non-subscribers, which is great. But if you guys enjoy the videos, I'd appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out of breath. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the next vlog.